In a world brimming with challenges and uncertainties, finding tranquility and resilience can often feel elusive. The principles of Stoicism offer a profound framework for navigating life's difficulties with grace and inner strength. By embracing practices such as understanding your emotions, developing patience, and cultivating inner peace, you can transform frustration into opportunities for growth. Integrating Stoic principles, like focusing on your core values, seeking wisdom, and practicing forgiveness, into your daily life not only helps manage anger and stress, but also fosters a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Each of these practices, from detaching from outcomes to maintaining perspective, serves as a tool to cultivate a serene mindset and approach life's complexities with thoughtful reflection and steadfast calm. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. These words resonate deeply within the Stoic philosophy, reminding us of the critical importance of focusing on what lies within our control. This lesson is particularly poignant in moments of anger, a time when we often find ourselves reacting to circumstances or individuals we cannot alter. Anger frequently stems from events or people beyond our influence. By shifting our attention to our own reactions and choices, we reclaim our power, diminishing the frustration that otherwise consumes us. Start by identifying what is truly within your control: your thoughts, emotions, and actions. You cannot dictate the behavior of others, nor can you change the inevitabilities of life, but you can choose how you respond to these challenges. When confronted with situations that provoke anger, pause. Remind yourself that your strength lies in your response. This awareness helps you remain calm and composed, preventing emotion from overpowering reason. Practice mindfulness. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Have you ever found yourself reacting impulsively in a heated moment, only to regret it later? Practicing mindfulness can be a powerful antidote to such impulses. Rooted deeply in Stoic philosophy, mindfulness involves being present and fully engaged in the current moment, allowing us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice empowers us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Imagine yourself in a tense conversation with a colleague at work. Instead of surrendering to anger, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath and truly listening to your colleague. Pay attention to their tone, body language, and your own physical sensations. By anchoring yourself in the present, you can soften the grip of anger and respond with calm deliberation. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily life by making it a habit to pause and take deep breaths whenever you feel anger rising. For example, if a coworker unexpectedly criticizes your work, resist the urge to react with frustration. Instead, take a moment to breathe and assess your emotions. This brief pause can prevent a hasty reaction, giving you the time to choose a more measured response. Over time, these small acts of mindfulness can greatly enhance your emotional regulation and reduce overall stress. Another practical way to embed mindfulness into your routine is through regular meditation. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. This simple practice trains your mind to remain present, strengthening your ability to stay calm during stressful situations. He who is calm and clear of mind will not easily be moved to anger. Marcus Aurelius. Accept impermanence. The only constant in life is change. Heraclitus. We've all experienced the sting of disappointment when things don't go as planned. The Stoic principle of accepting impermanence serves as a powerful tool for managing frustration and anger. Life is ever-changing, and nothing remains the same. Embracing this truth can bring a sense of peace and help reduce the urge to react with anger when confronted with unexpected changes. Consider a scenario where you've been eagerly planning a vacation, only to have your flight canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. The natural reaction might be anger and frustration, yet by accepting the impermanence of the situation, you can shift your perspective. While the disruption is disappointing, it also presents an opportunity to practice flexibility and adaptability. Perhaps this change allows for experiences or activities you hadn't considered before. To cultivate this acceptance in daily life, start by reflecting on the transient nature of your experiences and emotions. When you feel anger rising, remind yourself that this feeling, like everything else, will pass. This realization can help lessen the intensity of your emotions. Whatever happens at all happens as it should. You will find this true if you watch narrowly. Marcus Aurelius. Understand your emotions. Have you ever wondered why certain situations trigger anger within you? Understanding the root causes of your emotions is crucial for managing them effectively. Stoicism teaches us that by gaining insight into our emotions, we can better control our reactions and maintain inner peace. Imagine you're at home, and your child spills juice on a freshly cleaned carpet. Your first impulse might be to react with anger and scold them. But if you take a moment to consider why this incident provokes such a strong emotional response, you might realize it stems from the inconvenience, the extra work, or a sense of lost control. By identifying these underlying reasons, you can address them more constructively. To cultivate this understanding, start by pausing whenever you feel anger rising. Instead of reacting immediately, ask yourself what is truly bothering you. Is it the specific situation, or is there a deeper issue at play? This pause allows you to reflect on your emotions and respond more thoughtfully. For example, if you find that your frustration is rooted in feeling overwhelmed, you might choose to address the core issue by adopting better stress management techniques. Another effective method is to talk about your feelings with a trusted friend or family member. Sharing your experiences and hearing their perspectives can provide new insights into your emotions. Often, articulating your feelings and receiving feedback from others makes it easier to understand and manage them. This approach not only helps in controlling anger, but also strengthens your relationships through open communication and empathy. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Zeno of Citium developed patience. No great thing is created suddenly. Epictetus. Why is it that some people can wait calmly in the face of delays, while others quickly lose their composure? Developing patience is a fundamental principle that can help us handle life's frustrations with greater grace. Patience isn't merely about waiting. It's about how we wait and the mindset we bring to everyday situations. For instance, imagine you're stuck on hold with customer service, listening to repetitive, annoying music. Instead of allowing frustration to build, use this time as an opportunity to practice patience. Focus on taking deep breaths, reflect on something positive, or jot down notes about a project you're working on. By shifting your focus, you transform a frustrating experience into a moment of mindfulness. Patience can also be practiced proactively throughout your day. If you're teaching a child a new skill, such as tying their shoes, observe your reactions. Instead of feeling irritated by their repeated attempts, celebrate their progress and encourage them. This approach helps you appreciate the process and fosters a nurturing attitude toward both others and yourself. Incorporate patience into your daily routine by engaging in slow activities deliberately. For example, try walking without rushing, savoring each step, or cooking a meal without multitasking, focusing entirely on the task at hand. Value the time it takes to do things well. These small changes can gradually build your patience, making it easier to remain calm in more stressful situations. When working on long-term goals, practice patience by setting realistic timelines and breaking your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Whether it's a personal project, career advancement, or learning a new skill, understand that progress takes time. Celebrate each milestone, no matter how small, and remind yourself that patience is a crucial part of the journey. Practice forgiveness. Have you ever held on to a grudge so tightly that it drains your thoughts and energy? Practicing forgiveness is a fundamental Stoic principle that allows us to release the burdens of anger and resentment. Forgiveness isn't about condoning someone's behavior, but about freeing yourself from the emotional weight that holds you down. Reflect on a time when a friend or family member disappointed you, perhaps through a hurtful comment or a broken promise. Your initial reaction might be anger and disappointment, but clinging to this anger only prolongs your suffering. By choosing to forgive, you release these negative emotions, creating space for healing and personal growth. Start by acknowledging your feelings. Recognize and accept that feeling hurt or betrayed is valid. Write down what happened and how it affected you. This practice helps clarify your emotions and understand the reasons behind them. Next, try to see things from the other person's perspective. Consider what might have influenced their actions. Understanding their situation can cultivate empathy and make forgiveness easier. Remember, forgiveness is for your benefit, not necessarily for the other person. It is about reclaiming your peace and well-being. Forgiving doesn't mean what happened was acceptable. It means you are choosing not to let it control your life any longer. Visualize yourself releasing the anger and imagine the relief and freedom that accompany this act. If someone cuts you off in traffic or a coworker makes a snide remark, practice letting go of the negative feelings rather than holding on to them. Over time, this habit will help you forgive more significant offenses and maintain your inner peace. Practice self-control. We've all experienced moments where we later regret our reactions. Practicing self-control is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, helping us manage our impulses and make more thoughtful decisions. It allows us to face life's challenges with calmness and reason, rather than succumbing to anger or frustration. Imagine you're at a family gathering, and a relative makes a provocative comment about your life choices. Your initial impulse might be to respond defensively. However, if you pause and exercise self-control, taking a deep breath and choosing not to react impulsively, you can maintain your composure and steer the conversation in a more constructive direction. Start with small actions to cultivate self-control. For example, resist the urge to check your phone during an important meeting or conversation. This not only shows respect for others, but also strengthens your ability to manage your actions. Over time, these small acts of self-discipline build your overall capacity for self-control. Another practical example is managing your response to stress. If you come home to a messy house after a long day at work, rather than lashing out at your family, take a moment to pause. Consider going for a short walk or practicing brief meditation to clear your mind. This break can help you approach the situation more calmly and prevent unnecessary conflicts. Embrace self-control as a daily practice. It will not only reduce your anger, but also enhance your overall well-being and relationships. Self-control also involves setting and maintaining personal boundaries. If certain situations or people trigger your anger, establish clear boundaries to protect your peace of mind. This might mean limiting time with specific individuals or avoiding certain topics. By setting these boundaries, you proactively manage your emotional responses and maintain inner tranquility. Control your passions lest they take vengeance on you. Epictetus, maintain perspective. The universe is change. Life is opinion. Marcus Aurelius. How often have you felt that a minor inconvenience was the end of the world? Maintaining perspective is a crucial Stoic principle that aids in managing our emotions and responding more rationally to situations. It involves keeping the bigger picture in mind and not allowing small setbacks to overwhelm us. In daily life, practice maintaining perspective by reflecting on your priorities and values. For instance, if you find yourself growing frustrated by traffic jams, remind yourself that being a few minutes late isn't a catastrophe. Instead, focus on what truly matters: your health, relationships, and personal goals. This shift in mindset helps you stay grounded and less reactive to minor annoyances. Another way to keep perspective is by comparing your current challenges with past experiences. Consider the difficult times you've overcome and how they've shaped you. For example, if you're stressed about a work project, recall a previous project that was similarly challenging and how you successfully managed it. Remembering your past resilience can boost your confidence and alleviate stress. Engage in activities that broaden your view of the world and remind you of its vastness. Travel, read about different cultures, or volunteer for causes that help others. These experiences can offer a refreshing perspective, making everyday frustrations seem less significant. Volunteering at a local shelter, for instance, can shift your focus from minor inconveniences to the larger issues others face, fostering empathy and reducing your tendency to be upset over trivial matters. Detach from outcomes. Have you ever experienced intense frustration when things didn't go as planned? Detaching from outcomes is a potent Stoic principle that guides us to focus on our efforts and intentions rather than the results. This shift in mindset can significantly reduce anger and disappointment, helping us maintain inner peace. Imagine you've worked diligently on a project, only for it to fail to receive the recognition or success you anticipated. Instead of letting frustration dominate, practice detachment. Remember that while you can control your effort, you cannot control the outcome. By focusing on what you can control, your dedication, creativity, and hard work, you can take pride in your efforts, irrespective of the results. Incorporate this principle into your daily life by setting goals that emphasize the process rather than the outcome. For instance, if you're learning a new skill, such as playing an instrument, concentrate on practicing regularly and enjoying the learning journey, rather than stressing over becoming an expert quickly. Celebrate small improvements and milestones along the way. This approach keeps you motivated and less frustrated when progress is slow. If you plan a special evening for your partner and things don't go as expected, perhaps a restaurant reservation falls through or the weather disrupts an outdoor activity, focus on the love and effort you put into planning rather than the unforeseen issues. Enjoy the time spent together despite the setbacks. This mindset shift helps you appreciate the present moment and the connection you share. Detachment can also be applied to everyday interactions and decisions. If you present an idea at a meeting and it's not well received, remind yourself that your value isn't determined by others' reactions. What matters is that you did your best to contribute. By detaching from others' opinions and focusing on your own efforts, you maintain confidence and lessen the impact of negative feedback. Reflect on your day. How often do you pause to think about your actions and emotions at the end of the day? Reflecting on your day is an essential Stoic practice that helps you understand your behaviors, recognize patterns, and make deliberate improvements. This nightly reflection can be a powerful tool for managing anger and fostering personal growth. Imagine you're settling into bed after a long day. Instead of scrolling through your phone or worrying about tomorrow, take a few moments to review the events of the day. Ask yourself, when did I feel angry today? What triggered that anger? How did I respond? Identifying these moments helps you recognize patterns in your reactions and understand the underlying causes of your anger. Consider keeping a reflection journal as part of your nightly routine. Write down specific instances where you felt angry, including the context in your response. For example, you might note, I felt angry when my coworker interrupted me during the meeting, and I responded by raising my voice. Reflect on why you felt angry and whether your response was effective. This practice not only helps you process your emotions, but also provides a written record you can review to track your progress. If you notice that your anger led to unproductive outcomes, think about how you could handle similar situations differently in the future. Perhaps instead of raising your voice, you could calmly explain how the interruption affected you. By envisioning alternative responses, you prepare yourself to react more thoughtfully and calmly next time. Sharing your reflections with a trusted friend or mentor can also be valuable. Discussing your experiences and receiving feedback can offer new insights and perspectives. They might suggest different approaches to handling situations, helping you improve your emotional responses and strengthen your support network. Embrace adversity. The obstacle on the path becomes the path. Marcus Aurelius. What if you viewed challenges not as obstacles but as opportunities for growth? Embracing adversity is a fundamental Stoic principle that teaches us to face difficulties head-on, building resilience and strengthening character. This shift in perspective can transform how you handle life's inevitable obstacles. Consider a situation where your car breaks down on the way to an important meeting. Your initial reaction might be anger and frustration. However, if you see this setback as an opportunity to practice problem-solving and patience, you can redirect your focus. Call for roadside assistance, notify the meeting organizers, and use the waiting time productively by catching up on emails or planning your next steps. Apply this mindset to everyday challenges by reframing them as growth opportunities. For example, if you receive critical feedback at work, rather than feeling defensive, view it as a chance to enhance your skills and performance. Ask yourself what you can learn from the feedback and how it can help you improve. This approach aids in personal development and minimizes the emotional impact of criticism. In personal relationships, embrace conflict as a chance to deepen understanding and improve communication. If you're having a disagreement with a friend or family member, approach the situation with curiosity and a willingness to listen, rather than letting anger dictate your response. This not only helps resolve the conflict, but also strengthens the relationship. By embracing adversity, you develop resilience and mental toughness that can be applied to other areas of your life. This practice helps you manage anger and frustration while fostering a mindset of strength and growth. Embrace this principle, and you will find that challenges become opportunities to enhance your character and capabilities. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Focus on your values. If you wish to be rich, do not add to your money, but subtract from your desire. Epictetus. In the midst of life's challenges, focusing on your core values can provide you with a sense of direction and clarity, especially during moments of anger and frustration. By aligning your actions with your values, you can navigate difficulties with greater composure and purpose. Begin by identifying and clearly defining your core values. Write them down and keep them visible, perhaps on your desk or as a note on your phone. Regularly remind yourself of these values, particularly when you're facing stressful or anger-inducing situations. For example, if patience is a core value, remind yourself of it when dealing with a difficult customer service situation. This practice helps you respond in ways that reflect who you truly are, rather than reacting impulsively. Before starting your daily activities, take a few moments to reflect on how you want to embody your values throughout the day. If kindness is one of your values, set an intention to perform small acts of kindness, such as complimenting a colleague or helping a stranger. This proactive approach keeps your values at the forefront of your mind and guides your actions. Engage in regular self-reflection to assess how well you are living according to your values. At the end of each day, ask yourself if your actions were aligned with your core principles. Reflect on any moments where you may have deviated from your values and consider how you can improve in the future. This reflection reinforces your commitment to your values and helps you continuously enhance your behavior and decision-making. Cultivate inner peace. How often do you find yourself feeling stressed and angry amidst the chaos of daily life? Cultivating inner peace is a Stoic practice that helps you maintain calm and balance despite external pressures. Inner tranquility acts as a buffer against the stresses and frustrations of the outside world. Whether you're dealing with work deadlines, family responsibilities, or personal errands. By intentionally fostering inner peace, you can manage these demands more effectively. Begin your day with a few minutes of meditation or deep breathing exercises. This simple practice sets a calm tone for the day and helps you approach stress with a clear mind. Incorporate moments of mindfulness throughout your day. For example, while enjoying your morning coffee, take a moment to savor the taste and aroma, focusing solely on the present experience. These small pauses help you stay grounded and centered, reducing the likelihood of becoming overwhelmed by anger or frustration. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on what you're grateful for. Shifting your focus from what is lacking or stressful to what is positive and fulfilling can help maintain a balanced outlook and diminish the impact of daily irritations. For instance, instead of fixating on a frustrating commute, appreciate the fact that you have a job to go to. Gratitude helps you cultivate a more balanced perspective. Create a peaceful environment at home or at work by decluttering your space, playing calming music, and introducing elements that promote relaxation, such as plants or soothing colors. A serene environment can significantly influence your mood and stress levels. Returning to this peaceful space after dealing with the chaos of the outside world helps you reset and maintain your inner calm. Practice gratitude. Have you ever noticed how focusing on what you lack can heighten your frustration and anger? Practicing gratitude is a powerful Stoic principle that shifts your perspective and fosters peace and contentment in your life. By appreciating what you have, you can reduce feelings of anger and develop a more positive outlook. For instance, if you're upset about not receiving a promotion at work, rather than dwelling on the disappointment, take a moment to reflect on what you do have: a stable job, supportive colleagues, and opportunities for growth. By concentrating on these positives, you can lessen your frustration and view the situation more balanced. Start a gratitude journal to cultivate this practice. Each day, write down 3 things you are thankful for, whether they are simple pleasures like a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. This habit trains your mind to notice the good in every day no matter how small. Over time, this shift in focus from scarcity to abundance can significantly alter your mindset. Expressing gratitude to others is another effective way to embrace this principle. Take time to thank those around you for their support, kindness, and contributions, whether through a thank you note, a sincere compliment, or in person. Showing appreciation strengthens relationships and reinforces your own feelings of gratitude and positivity. Gratitude can also be practiced in challenging situations. When something goes wrong, try to find a silver lining. For example, if you miss your train, rather than getting frustrated, be grateful for the unexpected extra time to read a book or listen to music. This practice helps you reframe negative situations and maintain a positive attitude, even when things don't go as planned. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus, live simply. In a world where the relentless pursuit of more possessions, more success, more everything, often overwhelms us, the Stoic principle of living simply offers a pathway to tranquility. By focusing on what truly matters and reducing unnecessary complexities, we can find deeper peace and contentment. Begin by evaluating your daily routine and identifying tasks and activities that no longer serve you or bring you joy. Simplify your environment by decluttering your living space. Donate or discard items that no longer serve a purpose or contribute to your happiness. A tidy and organized space fosters a calming atmosphere and alleviates stress. Reassess your schedule to prioritize activities aligned with your values and goals. Eliminate or reduce commitments that deplete your energy. For instance, if social media consumes excessive hours of your day, set limits on its use. Redirect that time towards more meaningful activities such as reading, exercising, or nurturing relationships. This shift allows you to focus on quality over quantity, making your days more fulfilling. Financial simplicity is equally important. Evaluate your spending habits and seek areas for reduction. Invest in experiences that enrich your life, such as planning a trip with family or friends, rather than accumulating material possessions. Experiences often provide lasting joy and create cherished memories. Simplify your diet by choosing wholesome, natural foods and avoiding overly processed items. Preparing simple, nutritious meals not only benefits your health, but also reduces the stress associated with complex cooking. Embrace the mindful practice of savoring each meal, appreciating both its flavor and nourishment. Use rational thinking. In the heat of the moment, we often let emotions guide our actions, only to regret them later. Embracing rational thinking is a cornerstone of Stoic practice that can help manage anger and foster sound decision-making. By anchoring our responses in logic and reason, we navigate life's trials with clarity and composure. Consider a scenario where you're embroiled in a heated argument with a friend. The surge of emotions might urge you to make a hurtful remark. Instead, take a pause and reflect on a rational response. Ask yourself, what outcome am I truly seeking? How can I address this issue in a way that maintains the relationship? As Epictetus advised, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Integrate rational thinking into your daily life by questioning your immediate reactions. For instance, if you face criticism at work, your initial response might be defensiveness or anger. Pause to evaluate the feedback objectively. Ask yourself, is there merit to this critique? How can I use this insight for improvement? This approach aligns with Seneca's wisdom. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Anticipate common stressors by planning rational responses. If traffic jams or long waits typically trigger your frustration, remind yourself that these are minor inconveniences and that anger will not alter the situation. Instead, use the time for constructive activities like listening to an audiobook or practicing deep breathing. Engage in activities that sharpen your reasoning skills, such as solving puzzles, playing strategy games, or engaging in debate. These exercises foster critical thinking and help you apply rationality to everyday challenges. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the mind is everything. What you think you become. By honing your ability to think critically, you strengthen your capacity to handle life's difficulties with equanimity and insight. Seek wisdom. How often do you pause to learn and grow from the experiences that surround you? Seeking wisdom is a fundamental Stoic practice that encourages continuous learning and self-improvement. By actively pursuing knowledge and understanding, you can better manage anger and navigate life's complexities with grace and insight. Imagine a situation where you feel frustrated by a lack of understanding, whether at work or in a personal project. Rather than allowing that frustration to escalate into anger, view it as an opportunity for growth. Ask questions, seek resources, and dedicate time to expanding your knowledge. This perspective transforms a challenging situation into a valuable learning experience. Incorporate wisdom-seeking habits into your daily life. Allocate time each day to read books, listen to podcasts, or watch videos that broaden your perspective. Choose content that challenges your current understanding and presents new viewpoints. Reading philosophical texts or biographies of influential figures can offer profound insights into managing adversity and building resilience. This daily practice keeps your mind sharp and prepares you for life's trials. Reflect on your daily experiences to extract wisdom. At the end of each day, take a moment to contemplate what you have learned from the events you encountered. Consider questions such as, did a particular situation reveal something about yourself or others? How can you apply this newfound knowledge in the future? Writing these reflections in a journal can solidify your insights and serve as a guide for personal growth. Seek out mentors or join discussion groups where you can share experiences and learn from diverse perspectives. Engaging with others' stories and advice can provide new strategies for managing your own challenges. For instance, discussing stress management techniques with someone who remains calm in adversity can offer valuable guidance. By embracing the pursuit of wisdom, you enrich your ability to face life's difficulties with enhanced clarity and composure. In conclusion, incorporating Stoic principles into daily life offers a transformative path to managing anger and fostering personal growth. By accepting impermanence, understanding your emotions, and embracing adversity, you can navigate life's challenges with increased resilience and calm. Practices such as focusing on your values, cultivating inner peace, and seeking wisdom provide a foundation for a more mindful and balanced approach to life. Whether through developing patience, detaching from outcomes, or practicing gratitude, each Stoic principle equips you with the tools to respond to difficulties with clarity and composure. As you integrate these practices into your routine, you'll find yourself better prepared to face life's trials with equanimity, transforming obstacles into opportunities for profound self-improvement and enduring peace.